Na-na-na-na-na. What boy? Yeah. What boy? What boy? The sun is hot, the breeze is slow. I need a ride. Where do I go? Ride go, yeah. That's the name. Island roads will never feel the same. Tap the app, just one click. Hopping fast, it's real quick. Ride go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go. The good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know. Ride go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go. Let the good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know.
Where do you want to go?
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Yeah. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to the ride, guys. We are live. It is the 30th day of December, right? We are almost to the end of the year. Yeah, 2025, man, gone so fast. It just seemed like yesterday we was saying Happy New Year, Happy 2025. We end already. It's the last day of the last day. Tomorrow actually is the last day. The eve of the eve. Yes. Yes. A few people you guys haven't seen the program live for quite a bit. And you guys know during this season, it's a lot of family time, it's a lot of work time, it's a lot happening, guys. So we did take a week off to facilitate for Christmas and all of that stuff happening. But we are back. And we have two shows. So we have today's show and we have tomorrow's show as the final program for the year. And we intend to make it a blast, okay? Okay? Yes, tag somebody, guys. Everybody tag somebody. Right along live. Yes, we're live. Pinch me, I'm live. Swear. All right, guys. So the question is, before I bring on my guest, is what would you like to see stay in 2025? What would you like to see not move over to 2026? What are some of the things that you dislike, you did not like, you really hope that folks just leave it in 2025 and don't carry over next year with it? What is it? What is it? Tell me, what do you think? Somebody say leave bad mind in 2025. Let's stay in 2025. Leave crab in the barrel syndrome in 2025 now. But you know that ain't gonna happen, right? Because we've been saying that for umpteen years, yeah? Leave crab in the barrel in 1498. Crab in the barrel always dead. Yes, he ain't going away. Here's what I would like to see stay in 2025, guys. You know, the funny thing about it is, right? I realize that about our people sometimes, right? Our people. A lot of times when they see someone take real time and energy and their personal finances and the little that they have and they put it together and they say, you know what, I want to start a business. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have it all. It just means that they want to, they want to make a change. They want to bring something to the community. They see a void in certain aspect of service or product, and they want to bring it in. And I met someone yesterday, and they told me, they said, Junior, yeah boy, you're bagging it down here, boy. You're bagging it. I don't know. I guess what they're trying to say is that I'm doing a lot of work. They see the tuk-tuks, they see the ride go, they see the e-bikes, they see all of that stuff, right? But what they don't see the hard work. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the times when I'm sitting and I'm sweating and I'm crying and I'm trying to figure out what is my next move. They don't see the stress, they don't see the headache, they don't see the frustration. They don't see all of the things that I go through. They don't see the times that I'm flat on my back because I'm tired and I can't make it. They don't see that. They don't see the times going to the bank and taking out your life savings and investing it. And if it was, and I had to tell the person, if it was the fact that I'm banking it so much, right? And is the money and that is the catalyst of everything. For me, or for us here, we probably would have invested, we'd have stay in the US. The fact that we want to see a change and we're working hard to make a change here is just because we have a love and a passion. A love and a passion. Yeah. And I heard someone telegraphed this information to me. They said they will make sure, they said this, telegraph this to me. They said that they will make sure that they are the reason for my failure. That person obviously is no fan of mine, and they have been trying for a number of years. So my thing is, if you have been trying for so long and you have never succeeded, why make you think you'll succeed now? So all of this stuff needs to stay in 2025. The bad mind. Yeah, that. Stay in 2025. Don't go in 2026 with it. It's kind of nasty attitude. Stay in 2025 with it. You know what I mean? Exactly, precisely. Yeah, minding people business. Stay in 2025. Maconis, yeah, you're Maconis. Stay in 2025. Yes. That's fine. I mean, listen, I love distractors or wannabe distractors. I love people who try their best to try to derail, right? Because I'm saying, yo. If you've been trying so hard for 20 years and every step of the way, it just makes me stronger, then why are you still trying? Like, you are failing. Obviously, we are moving and you're still trying. You're still trying. I am honored and pleased, guys. As some of you guys probably saw me over the past couple of weeks, I've been driving tuk-tuk like crazy all over the place. I've been moving, right? Because I believe that once you have a business, once you start a business, you're supposed to be a part of the business. So I don't just I don't just sit on top of a pedestal and then just let the thing happen. I drive. You guys see me on the road in the tuk-tuk. I'm working. I'm doing tours. I'm doing everything. I don't care. I'm doing everything. I want to feel. I want to be a part of it. Not because I have to, but because I want to. Yeah, I want to. When all you see ride go, you come in and you ping the app sometimes, and sometimes I sit here and I see a ride coming and I go and take the ride. I pick up customer. I say, "Hi, I'm Junior George. I'm gonna be a driver today." And they're surprised, like, "What? You driving too?" Yes, it's my business. So I have to be a part of my business. I have to make sure that it succeeds, right? So, very involved. I'm very, very, very involved, as you could see and as you know. I give you a sneak peek there, right? So this is all the things that I want to stay in 2025, guys. Keep all your nasty, keep all your bad mind, keep all your crab in the barrel, keep all your waste of time, keep all your negative energy, keep all of those things back in 2025. We don't want it in 2026. Keep that day. Leary Charles, sorry, how are you doing? Thank you, guys. I love you guys so much. All right, guys, so enough talking from me. Let me give you guys a little secret though, and that's just for the ladies, right? That's just for the ladies. You know what? I'm going to say it at the end of the program. I'm going to say this at the end of the program. But I am happy, very elated to bring on and introduce my friends. because this is a program with friends, and I always invite people who don't think that I'm their friend, but I'm their friend, and they don't come. But I consider everyone my friend. So today, guys, I am happy, I'm elated to bring on the program today Kennedy Budlal, and of course, this other gentleman needs absolutely no introduction. He is, and I see that he has been nominated on social media for one of the top content creators and show hosts, and he's just all over the place. Cam Jones is here. Cam, could you hear me? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on, Cam. Try again, Cam. Okay, Cam, no audio is going through your system. No audio still. No audio still. All right, let me see. I know it's not on my end. No audio still. Let me try. Okay, try again, Cam. Okay, KB, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, KB is here. I can hear KB pretty fine. Cam, try again.
No, I'm actually hearing KB and I'm hearing you.
Okay, yes, I'm hearing you pretty fine now. Yes.
KB, I think KB need to elevate a little bit.
Yeah, KB, you need to put the camera up a little bit. Let me see the whole man himself, the militant man.
I hope Peter David didn't take the stool away from him.
Kennedy Budlal, and of course Cam Jones. Guys, how you guys doing? Cam, how you doing, boy?
Well, I want to give way to KB. No, you, Junior.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
I want to give way to KB. He's a guy who I believe deserve to go first.
Okay.
Based on his, not just on his age, but he's a gentleman who has been in the battlefield for quite a number of years. I want to allow him to go first.
KB, so with the yield, you've been yield to. How you doing, KB? How you doing, my friend? Kennedy Budlal.
I'm fine. And how you doing, man? I wish you all the best for the future 2026, man. I wish you success, And I want to also wish Brother Kim all the best.
Nice.
I accept everything that KB gave me a while ago. But Junior, it's always a pleasure being on your platform.
Yes.
I think something needs to be adjusted.
Your camera, Cam, you are a little bit to one side a bit. So just move your camera and center yourself a little bit more. So when I go like so, you go fit right into, right, there you go. That's you.
All right, cool.
That's you right there. Yes, Ken. Yeah.
That's important. Yeah, so I was saying it's always a pleasure being on your platform, Junior, and being on the platform with a person like KB, who not only expose a very important episode, but one who I believe will tell Peter, boy, now that NDP thing don't make sense. I just saw Peter maybe about 5-6 minutes ago, and it's always a pleasure being here.
Gosh, I feel we gonna have a very challenging night. I feel it's gonna be a night of challenges. So KB, let me start with you, KB. Today I want to sum up the whole year in politics. Put it into perspective here, KB and Kim. So let's start with this, right? Winners and losers of 2025. KB, from your perspective, who are some of the big winners for the year?
I think NDC undoubtedly was the biggest winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel NDC was the biggest winner because once the opposition fragmented, at the convention, the person that benefited the most was the NDC. No doubt about it. Had the NNP stayed together and remained united after getting 6 seats, Darbury only lost by a handful of votes. So let's say they go into the next election with close to 7 seats. They had a whole year to win 1 more seat. But I don't think good sense prevailed. I think Dr. Mitchell responsible for cannibalizing the party, and that only benefit the NDC at the present time, because a fragmented opposition will always have problem to defeat the incumbent. I don't know how they could be so short-sighted and realize that NDC is undoubtedly a strong party. Yes, they're making mistake. Yes, the popularity shrinking. They're not as strong as before. But still, they're in a better position than the other parties. And I also want to congratulate Peter David and the movement, on the launch. I think they had a very good launch. And there is no doubt it's a party for the future. And some of the seats, NDC and NNP, will be challenged by the movement. And based on our intelligence on the ground, NDC have the work cut out for them, and the NNP undoubtedly have the work cut out for them. And I want to tell Kim, getting involved in the democratic process is more than winning and losing, is what you stand for. And as we say in the movement, our enemy is poverty, and our weapon is silence. It doesn't matter if we don't win a seat, but it's what we stand for, how we campaign, how we treat people, what program we sell to the young people of this country, and our responsibility to point out the shortcoming of the government and also to praise the government for what they have done. So our campaign will be different. We will not go after no personality. We'll not attack anybody, but we'll attack poverty, corruption, and incompetence in the society. So to say that is a waste of time, the movement is a waste of time. No, Kim, our enemy is poverty, and our weapon is silence. It doesn't matter, Kim, you could bring like a donkey on the radio and attack Peter David. We don't sign you. We won't respond to you. We would not respond to Kit Mitchell. We would not respond to anything negative. No, we would not lose focus. But I would never say NDC is a waste of time. No, they will make mistake. They're trying. They will make mistake. They're losing support. They're not as strong as they used to. And the whole government, the leadership appear to be too casual. If you tell me the sister in Guav not being casual, I argue with you. She look casual. St. Patrick's West and that appear to be too casual. Same thing in St. Patrick's East and most of the parliamentarian in St. Andrews. They too casual. And that is why I listen to you see what happened? The Prime Minister give them everything they deserve. More than any other politician. The Prime Minister gave the MPs all the weapons to go out there to do the political work.
Right.
Salary from $7,000 to $14,000, transport $10,000, everything they need, he give it to them, and yet still the people don't satisfy with the performance. I listened to him in his rally, convention rally, and he was spot on. He said, "Look, if you want NDC to be the party of choice, go back in your constituency and put the sustainable structures in place." A smile because I know Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, you don't have nobody qualified and capable to put sustainable structures in place in different constituencies. You don't have it. Your political structure is as fragile and loose as the NNP. You write Deacon Mitchell, if they want to be the party of choice, they must go and do the work. But you don't have nobody to do the work. And that is why people speculating all the shortcomings, all the problem, corruption, nobody don't answer. The Prime Minister flying too much, no answer. People questioning these things. So Kem, you will have to answer for them, because the people making statement, not only NNP, NDC making statement, the money don't reach in the ground. And it's a common talk. You have to deal with that in the coming election. High cost of living. The problem with the fish industry after January 1st.
Right.
You understand? These are questions you have to ask.
I want to get into that, Key, because there's a lot that was said already, and I want to get into the fish thing. I want to get into all of that stuff. But Kim, respond to KB stating that the NDC is losing the support because they're casual and they fragmented. What's your thoughts?
Right. KB remind me of a scenario that I had to go through today, where I was looking for some socks, right? And for some strange reason, I just couldn't find it. At the moment, it was in this corner, next corner. But for some strange reason, I just couldn't find it. I'm saying, Junior, KB, he said a lot. But at the end of the day, it boils down to the people. The most honorable Deacon Mitchell has demonstrated that he's a people person. He's focused on developing people, right? In other words, it's nothing to do with melee, bacchanal, up and down. It's about people. I mean, KB's in a dreamland. I discovered, based on the conversation tonight, that KB is with what they call Peter Party, Posey, what they call the thing, third party don't do nothing in this place. What they call Junior, can you tell me what is the acronym for Peter's party again?
KB, what's the acronym for the party?
Kim, I just start to go wrong with this kind of dirty thing. I just getting off the air, I don't do this melee thing about Posey and thing. That is good for your program. When you come on this program, try and be more honorable. I would not continue this program as you start with the Posey thing. That's good for your program. Keep that thing, keep that dirty language and for yourself. If you want to be honorable, I'll be honorable. I will not say no dirty thing out to you about the NDC. I will point out their shortcoming. Whether you want to accept it or is you. But once you appear to be too scandalous and you want to get personal and talk about Posey and party thing, I just getting off the air. So cut it off right away, Kem Jones.
Okay, I want us to have the conversation.
No, hold on, Junior. Mm-hmm. KB couldn't control Andre Donald when he kicked his ass out of the program. So what are you talking about? KB is a guy who came on a particular platform, your platform, and accused Keith Mitchell of all kind of shit. So how you so soft? KB, you too soft, man.
Okay.
We simply ask, what is the acronym for the party that you support? The acronym, is it NDP, DBP, CPP? What was the acronym? What do it represent? The new national, the NNP, the NDP. Simple thing, man. Don't get angry. We friends, Well,
I know we are friends. NDP, well, the party I support. What is supporting the movement, Peter David Party. That's what I'm supporting. You didn't have to ask that, Kem Jones.
No, the viewers and listeners want to know who you support, what party you support. Because you've been jumping like a jumping jack, like anybody else.
I feel it's an unfair question. Everybody know I supporting Peter David Party, the movement.
Okay.
When you asking that question, where you want to find you feel are still in NNP then?
No, I don't know. I'm confused.
Yes, you know. You know Kem. Okay, I clear it now.
Get to the
I supporting the movement.
Yeah, let me get to the substance of the conversation. KB is my friend. I want to applaud him for standing up to Andrew Donald. In fact, that particular program, I looked at it about 3 times. He did well. He has always been a man of great intestinal fortitude and independence. So I want to applaud him for that. KB, I want to go further to say that in 2025, we saw the police receiving $710 more on their salary. We saw the nurse or nurses receiving $500 more on their salary. Honorarium, but it has continued consistently so. We saw the doctor receiving $1,000 more on his salary. We saw the laborer, the security who used to work under NNP, Keith Mitchell, your good partner, who got married only recently, from what I understand. It's alleged that the old man got married, but most of the old folks, we are good friends. But I want to say to you, the security officer moved from $4 an hour to $9.50. The laborer, the geriatric caregiver, who used to get $600 and $700, getting $1,400 now. In other words, I'm making all of these pronouncements to say to you, brother, the lady who I just came by, she got a bathroom from the WASH program. My friend neighbor, she got a significant assistance where her house was kind of leaning. Through the Honorable Gloria Thomas, who you know very well, and the Honorable Delma Thomas, she got a house. So at the end of the day, what we have seen in the last 12 months or 11 months and 3 weeks and a couple of days is a government who has been responsive to the people, building back the community centers, playing fields, lighting communities, lighting the community, solar lights and so on, basketball courts, netball courts. It is a government that's not the typical. NDC has been from Uncle Tilly, that period with your good boy Peter David, one that was about paying debts and paying this and paying that, right? Which is good, great. But what we have seen in this period is a government who cares about the people. And I want to leave here after the next 45 or 50 minutes to say NDC cares about people. I met a lady today. She said, Kem Jones, Kem Jones. I said, who are you? She said, my daughter was assisted by the NDC and she will forever be grateful because it's not about concrete road, concrete drain. Yes, concrete road, concrete drain. But what they did for this young lady was life-changing. So I'm saying to you, KB, because Junior asked about losers and winners. NDC, to me, won not just this year, but since they started, but the greatest winner of all is Ophelia. No, don't laugh, I'm serious. There are few women who will pursue the financial capital of any 80-year-old or 79-year-old in a way that this very said woman did with prudence, and she's very thrifty. She's smart.
Right.
It's alleged, no, Junior, I know you tried to dodge, but it's alleged that Ophelia, Ophelia, whatever, married to my good partner, good friend, he's almost 80. November coming, well, next year you'll be 80. Hello, this woman is a hero. She's a hero. I want to say that she's one of the biggest winners of 2025. For NDC, NDC is on top every day, every time. But Ophelia is a hero. What she did was pursue and convince a demigod to succumb to the reality. Today I met a good friend of Junior. I find you.
No, I want to keep it. I have a question for
I
KB.
met a very good friend of KB, good friend, who married X, Y, and Z. And I told him, go and put his tongue in the freezer. He said, why? I said, that's the only thing, in my belief, going to keep you cool and go cause you to do what's supposed to happen. So, if I see KB good partner, I will say to him, no, KB, don't shake your head. I will say to him the same thing. Go and put your tongue in the freezer.
All right, KB, let me.
I kind of vex with Kim Jones, you know. That you know what make me vex with him? That's someone like the program. And that is not the program. That's something like Kim Jones' program. And Kim, that is not your program. I just want to wish Dr. Mitchell a happy marriage life and wish him all the best for the future. That is all what I have to say. I cannot wish the man bad. I hope people shouldn't wish him bad. He decided he's going to get married is what make a man happy. If that's what make her happy, who is Kim Jones to interfere with what making a man happy? You understand? And Kim Jones, that's something like your program. This is not your program. So I want us to raise the thing at a higher level.
Only difference we get to intervene and interact.
Yes. What I'm saying, I want to respond to what he's saying about the achievement of the government and what the people that achieve.
Right. So here's the question, KB. So you could respond to that as well, right? He said about the government being responsive. Do you think that the government is being responsive?
In some areas, yes. Some areas not. Especially being accountable and saying what they're doing. The government lacking in that department. But here, I want to admit, the government, there is money in the society, but that resources is being channeled more to the top, not to the bottom. Yes, doctors get 1,000. Yes, politicians move from 7,000 to 14,000 plus $10,000 to work in the constituency.
No, KB.
But let me finish that now. I never disturb you. Hush now. Hush. I said hush. When I finish speak, you go. Man, we can speak at the same time. I did not disturb you. I did not disturb you, Kim Jones. When you make your statement, I responded. When I come to
1983, this is not 1979.
Well, what I'm saying, well, hush. I wouldn't continue. If you don't allow me to speak, I would not continue. I allow you to speak, and I want to respond.
Okay.
I say allow you to speak, and I want to respond.
Hold on. Okay, so KB is saying that something that you said was false, but I want to hear what you're saying. If you could just make note of it, and then we'll come back to it. So you're saying, KB, go ahead. Kim, we go address it. I just wanted to finish what he was his train of thought.
What I'm saying, there is, in my opinion, there is money in the society, but most of the resources is channeled towards the top. And I was giving the breakdown. I said, look, politicians get money move from 7,000 a month to $14,000 a month, and then he just decided he's going to come across. But that is a fact. Police get 1,000, get 700. Doctors get 1,000. Nurses get 500. Farmers get. You understand? I want to ask Kim Jones, how much the poor man getting? Did the poor man get anything? I agree. The other people get, I agree. The intellectuals in the society get, the professional get. how much the poor man get, the money still remain the same. Even the government passed, that bill to pay.
My question.
Okay, let me finish that now. Let me finish. When I finish, Kim, when I finish, you're going to. Well, when I finish, you're going to respond.
Okay, so what was the question, KB, for Kim?
What I'm saying, the minimum wage, the government minimum wage is $60 a day.
That's not true.
How much the government paying the road workers, the same road workers? Even that, they're not paying the road workers that's $60 a day. So what I'm saying, the resources is channeled to the top, not to the bottom. That is why you're hearing in the different community, the money do reach in the ground. And it's not only NNP that's saying that, NDC saying that. So that is why the NDC have to deal with for the coming election, the high cost of living and the money do reaching on the ground. So he could address it. He could say, well, that is not true. It's up to him. But that is what I getting on the ground. I could only say what I getting on the ground, what I hearing.
Right. So Kim, the money they're reaching on the ground because the poor man ain't getting a piece of it. How NDC addressing that? How are you addressing that?
You see, KB historically survive based on this kind of nice talk. I'm saying to KB, can he define for me, when he say poor man, who he actually saying is poor? Because you see, the NNP for 23 years and a half caused me and you to believe that the person who works in whatever area is poor. I'm not talking about doctors and lawyers, and they consider these people to be poor and vulnerable. Because you see, KB is still stuck in this cloud of NNP and his new reality, which is the NDP Peter, who would not even make a dent politically. He's still stuck there. But I'm saying to KB, I want him to define for me first before I respond professionally to him, because I want to respond to him. Because you see, the security officer won't call them poor. The teacher won't call her poor. The doctor, the nurse, the cleaner, the laborer, I won't call them poor. So I want to know from him who is poor? The bus driver, the conductor, who you actually, the geriatric caregiver. I would not call these people poor. So I want KB for me first to say to me who he's actually referring to as poor, because my neighbor who gets a contract on the road quite frequently, she's not poor. No. My cousin, who's a little higher up there, who gets a little, in and out from the supermarket, he's not poor. No. So I want KB to say to me, define to me who is actually referring to as poor.
Okay, all right. Question. Yeah, KB. So he's saying, who is the poor man?
The people who have problem making ends meet at the end of the day. When they have to go to the shop is problem. To pay the light bill is problem. To pay the phone bill is problem. To pay the internet is problem. To buy food is problem. Send the children to school is problem. These are the people I'm talking about. You can say they don't exist. The problem with all of this MDC and them, all you feel is only NNP that have poor people. That's not true. You have a lot of poor NDC too. That is all your problem. So you don't see it that way. You only seeing poor people in terms of the NDC. You know, NDC outlook, NNP outlook. You believe you have poor NDC too? You have poor NDC and poor NNP. That is all your problem. That is why you always when you talk about the poor and vulnerable, you have a negative attitude towards the poor and vulnerable. But you are poor and vulnerable in NDC too. Not only NNP. That is why I tell you, it's not only NNP that's saying the money don't reach in the ground. NDC saying that too. And it's something NDC have to address.
KB, a very simple question. KB, you talk about poor. I'm asking you to tell me who actually you are referring to as poor. Because to go and say, hold on, to go and say, NDC people are this and NDC. I am not arguing that kind of.
Kim Jones, I was clear. I tell you the people who have problem making ends meet. I'm clear.
But who are these
the
people?
Grenadian people that have problem making ends meet every day?
So
every day. Listen, man, my friend run a shop.
Are you poor?
Eh?
Are you poor?
I consider myself poor. How you mean not a poor? I have problem making ends meet.
You won a lotto before? You laugh.
Kim, let me tell you the truth. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Profound question.
Listen.
Did
Kim.
you win a lotto? So in other words, Junior, I made this. Mind you, I'm not attacking you personally. I go towards that particular direction because you are saying to me, a man who I saw today was quite a bit, resources and so on. I happened to go and look for somebody in Blast. And I saw him there. He lost twice. He lost 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. You are actually saying to me, this same man who is not prudent with his finance, who is not thrifty in his spending. No, don't put your face away. I'm not accusing you. No, KB, I'm not accusing you of being the gentleman. I'm saying you, KB, is a money man. And for you to consider people, you set that bar so damn high that I'm confused.
I don't, but Kim, we have to face facts. You have to understand there is a lot of people in this country that cannot meet ends meet. I'm referring to them. Okay, leave me out. Leave me out. Leave me and you out. I don't consider yourself rich too. Well, yes, let's leave me and you out. But there is a lot of people in society at the end of the day cannot buy food.
But you want to
Okay, so are we arguing if KB is poor or not poor? So
leave me out of that. Leave me out of that. Let's move on. Let's move on.
You're not poor. You're not poor.
Okay.
I said leave me out of that.
Are you aware that this guy won a good thing before?
God, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Kim, let's move out of me. Let's take the limelight out of me and you. Let's go further on. You have to admit. I want you to admit.
I agree,
admit there are poor people in this society that catching hell.
I agree, KB, that there are people who are less fortunate, right, in Grenada, and who will and continue and forever, they need some assistance. The government only recently pumped $47 million back into the hands of these people. Meaning, if they go to the supermarket, if they have to buy oil, peas, chicken back, chicken neck, this kind of things, what the government did, they lifted the burden off the backs of these people by saying, hey, we will still continue to subsidize the cost of the 20-pound cylinder. We'll still remove VAT from all these 20-something, items on the shelves, right? And in fact, only 3 days ago, a lady said, oh God, Kim, you got tired of road work. She got 6 fortnights unheard of. NNP, in the lead up, the build up to Christmas, used to give 5 or 4 fortnights. She got 6. She said, Kim, I'm shocked. She came at my house, Kim. She said, Kim Jones, I have a little thing for you. I said, what you give me? Do man come with a little, what you call it, hard fowl, like when they stop lay the eggs. KB, how you call this? A hard fowl, is it?
Yes, layers.
Yes. Because I like it, with peas and, so she gave me 2 in a bag. They hard fowls. And she dropped, I said, well, thank you. But she was so elated, so happy. She got 6 fortnights. NDC continue to pump a lot of money in the economy. And this is not the NDC of my good friend, may he soul rest in peace, Nicholas Braffett, or Nazim, or Uncle Tilly's my boy. This is the NDC who is responsive to the real needs of the people. NDC cares about the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And that is undoubtedly. In fact, I want to give you a real story. I realized Junior scratching the head.
No, because you're eating me, Kennedy. Yeah.
Kennedy had locks too, you know. I'm saying to you. I met Kelly. You may know Kelly. If you go to Foodland, you may encounter him. He's one of the bagger. KB would know him. Kelly from Market Square in Guelph. He said, Cam Jones, but I want to get registered, you know. He said, I vote for them in the last election. I don't vote for them. I said, what do you mean by that? He said to me, his mother, his mom, Kelly, are calling him very openly. His mom, who was in need for years of a little home, you know, somewhere to rest her head. And NDC, the Honorable Kirin James, take a bow. Make sure that he benefits anyways, got a nice place to rest her head and do paint up and so. He said, Kelly say, Cam just coming in the opening with the cotton ribbon. I say, yeah, we'll come up. Kelly, you know, and in Foodland, everybody knows Kelly. The guy said to me that NDC built a home for his mom. And they're doing the concrete board. Junior ever built concrete board, not shit, concrete board.
Yeah.
So he said they put on me concrete board in a bathroom, you know. He said, boy, I got the amount to register. So I guided him, accordingly to get registered. The man bring the ID, the voting ID. Jean, my auntie, you know, she's the person in charge of St. G registration officer in St. John. My auntie, you know, Miss Pomdona sister. He got the ID, say Cam Jones. Boy, I get the ID, I'm ready to vote. You want to vote for Deacon, you know? NDC, Kirin in St. John's. I'm saying that to say to you, this NDC is not about concrete road, concrete drain. Yes, they're doing all that. But NDC cares about the well-being of people. And I want to give them that. And I want to believe that KB going to agree with me.
Who tell you that?
Okay.
Kim, let me tell you something. This worker that gets 6 straight fortnight, you sure she on the same planet like us, boy? Kim, which part of the country you could go in Rosine, in Riversally, in Tivoli, and find anybody that gets 6 straight fortnight?
All the three
I don't
seats.
say you make it up, you know. I don't say you make it up.
All the three seats.
Don't say you make it up.
NDC going to win all 3 seats. All the 3 seats. You're talking about Joseph Handel, the Honorable Joseph Handel, the Honorable Cornwall, and Emlyn. All 3 seats. NDC going to win it next election.
Man, don't play Papa God on radio. You don't know that. Don't play God on radio.
You actually selectively say Telescope, Riversally, and Rosehill. And then you go to somewhere close to Handel. KB, you're not getting this.
What I'm saying, you say this individual gets 6 straight fortnight. I tell you, nobody in this constituency.
That's my neighbor. I can't lie on my neighbor.
But what I'm saying, somebody must favor her. But it's not a general thing where one person gets 6 fortnight, everybody getting 1 fortnight, 2, some don't get in. In NNP time in St. Andrews Northeast, we used to have 50-something gangs. 50-something. No, you hardly get in that amount. I don't support in the NNP, but give them what is due to them around Christmas time. Every constituency in St. Andrews having more than 50-something gangs. How much NDC have now?
But
How much MT have?
Fine. To be fair, KB, I respect your opinion. To be fair, you cannot find a person right now. Let's say you're giving a fortnight now. It's hard to find, KB, I find your roof looking, or you vanish it. Looking good.
You come to watch my house or what?
Just say it.
I think me and you could agree that it's kind of difficult to find road workers. Like people took one cut bush hunting on the road because most of the guys they either in construction, like mason, carpenter, that kind of thing. So they're kind of preoccupied. But I'm saying to you, there are people who might want 3 fortnights or 4, but because they are nobody, because construction, walk left, right, and center, they will still go back to the person. I'm saying
I want to suggest to you that is an isolated case. I ain't doubting you, but that look as an isolated case.
Okay.
Because I live in the countryside, I up and down, and I'm no way I hear anybody getting 6 straight fortnight. So that's an isolated case. So let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's move on. So we started with the question of who the biggest winners for 2025. What about the biggest losers of 2025? Kim, let's start with you. Who do you believe is the biggest or are the biggest losers of 2025?
Right. So, look, as I told you earlier, I want to give Ophelia a crown. No, don't laugh. I want to give her a crown because she was the biggest winner for 2025 for me. She was able, as alleged, to befriend a very senior old gentleman, and from all allegation, she was able to marry him. And sorry for her son, for Keith's son. Either he adopt him or he make him, I don't know. A good boy. Me and him might link up tomorrow. I'm sorry for him because of what transpired. But here it is, the loser. You see, Keith Mitchell, not a jackass. He made a calculated error to put Emlyn in that position. If he had maneuvered and put Peter, it was a good fight. And KB would agree with that. Peter can't survive on it. Right? But at the end of the day, Emlyn is a mistake. So she, to me, is the biggest loser in all of this. I want to make a prediction while you ask me a very simple question. There will be a by-election in 2026. My good partner in the parliament, he's going to run down so and he's going to win because, Lako Ganchu, right? And there's a great probability that because Keith would not and he would not fight Emlyn. Emlyn is weak. She can't go to anybody, ask any finance. So there will be a by-election, in my belief, in the next, 11 months or less. And he's going to emerge. Emlyn going to run in the next election that, in my belief, again, that might be in 2026, the latter part of 2026, she's going to lose. And my boy, my good pal, will become the sole or joined by maybe 1 or 2 other people. So I believe NDC is going to get about 12 seats next elections, right? They have the resources, they have everything what it takes. There is a non-starter, a non-everything. So Emlyn going to be out, and my good partner might be in as opposition leader, solo or with 2 people.
Okay. What's your take on that?
I feel the biggest loser was the New National Party, and I feel NDC best friend was Dr. Keith Mitchell. Because I can't understand how Dr. Mitchell could believe, right, that he could plant Emlyn Perry to fight against Deacon Mitchell, knowing that the greater society still believe in another class. The intellectual and the professionals in the society don't see Emlyn as somebody qualified to lead them. So that is a no-no. It shouldn't be like that. But that's a fact. The teachers, the doctors, the professionals, the intellectual, they don't see Emlyn as on same level with them at all. So that is a no-no. No, Emlyn inherit a a disorganized party. No finance. Not even a donkey stable for the new national party to rest the head. Because the symbol is the house, but they still renting place. Not even a party headquarters. It is now they putting the blame on Emlyn P and say, look, she don't move the needle from the time she assumed the role as political leader. But you unfair to Emlyn. You give her a break-up party. No finance. Not a donkey stable to rest her head. And you expect her with no serious political structure. The youth arm in disarray. Women arm in disarray. Party structure in disarray. And now, in less than a year, less than a year, you want Emlyn to get rid of all the filth and mistake Dr. Mitchell create for 25 years. You unfair to Emlyn. It will be difficult for her, and especially in opposition. So now I hear rumor all over the place. Dwight Houseford will be challenging her for the leadership next convention. I mean, Dr. Mitchell, should stop it. The way he stop Peter, stop Dwight Houseford, if that is true. You can't want to unseat her after 1 year. Not enough time for she to consolidate. Because you give her nothing to start with. A broken party, a break-up organization, no finance, not even an organization, a party headquarters, and you want her to perform America. I'm not a supporter of Emlyn Pierre, but I want to be fair to her. Those NNP now that's suggesting you should move her from the leadership and push Dwight Houseford, they're very unfair to her. Very unfair.
Okay. So what does that mean for the party if there is that alleged fraction that want to go the other way and not want to give Emlyn Pierre an opportunity? Kim?
You know what I like about the movement? You know what I like about the movement? The NNP have to treat their people with respect, otherwise they're going to join the movement. The NDC have to treat their supporters with respect, otherwise they're going to join the movement. There is alternative now. Before they always treat their supporters with scant courtesy, treat them as insignificant people in the party. Now they have to be careful. NNP have to be careful. NDC have to be careful because there is alternatives. There is some way for it to go.
Kim?
Well, Junior, you see, and sorry for that, I had to take a very important call from somebody of stature and, position. Look, I believe that KB understands not only domestic politics, but regional politics. And for him to believe, as Peter or Saul on his way to Damascus, that everything going to happen overnight, there's a problem. Third parties do not have a foot in or a foothold of anything politically in small islands. They may hype. I mean, Peter can't go to Venezuela to get anything. In fact, Peru, or those CMN, predicted today that Maduro going to run from Venezuela. I'm not getting involved in the internal politics, but I'm only stating facts. If you go on the BBC, CNN, you're going to see it. They do this ritual every year, and they predict what's going to happen in 2026, and So he can't go down there and get any niceties, right? So forget about the third party and Peter and his stupidness. Peter jumped from all kind of party, and he ended up in no party Leave it like that. But let's get to the substantive point. I am saying to you, Junior, and viewers and listeners, that Grenada has a good thing going. You ever go to a good party and they play that song? You got a good thing going. Grenada has a good thing. Grenada CARICOM Petit Martinique have a good thing going in the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, who is not affixed on himself, but seriously focused on the development of people. The people of Grenada CARICOM Petit Martinique. He wants the people to be good. You know, I someone messaged me a photo a while ago, you know, while I was, and they said to me, Kem Jones, here is where I was. And this is where I am today. NDC has moved to the place where they move people with them, carrying people to a better place, a better living standard, a better condition. And that is what we need to agree on. I mean, KB, we got our differences, but NDC has invested significantly in people because the young people for the last 3 years benefited from the $810 tuition, free tuition at TAMCC and NULO. The young people again, young women, benefited from the Women Agriculture Program, $7.3 million. Again, the young people benefited from the $3.8 million. The Young Entrepreneurship whatever program. I'm saying all of this to say to you that if you go back and you look at the NDC of the past and the NDC of now, you see that the most honorable Deacon Mitchell is focused on the development of people, young, middle-aged, elderly. The pension, $75.1 million. Placed, in fact, that's the most amount of capital, money, cash, placed in the hands. But that man showing us all the statue back this. Placed in the hands of the Grenadian people, $75.1 million in the pension and gratuity. We have never seen that before. I'm saying, to conclude, the NDC is affixed and concerned and continue to address the needs of the people of Grenada CARICOM Petit Martinique.
All right.
Kim, politics is what you see, what you hear, and how you feel. All what you're saying there, the people don't feeling that on the ground. All what you're saying, this nice talk, but people don't feeling that on the ground. You understand? It is the narrative on the ground that is that interesting. Yes, he have something about Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell I like. I always love how he deport himself. I always give him credit, and I never had on it. But Kem, I want you to answer that question. You have a Prime Minister, not even 50 months in office, and he fly over 50 something time. And what is being said on the ground? Not a boxer matches he bring back. He travel 50 something time, and he don't bring back a boxer matches. Not one day he address the nation and say, hey, this is what I get out of my travel. This is what we benefit. Okay. This is the kind of contact.
Let me answer.
Wait, let me finish answer now. We'll give you a chance to answer. I want a deliberately marsh your con for you to answer. So when you answer, I say, look, if he travel 50 something time, not one day he answer, he address this nation to say, well, yes, I get a boxer matches. Not a boxer matches he bring back. And not even that, he treat us with so much scant courtesy the last time. In the budget debate, the man didn't have the decent courtesy to wait and complete the budget, you know. Halfway, he leave and he fly out, keep Mitchell and end up with the debate. Wait, let me finish now. You'll get chance to come. Wait now, wait now. I know I go mash your can, but I'm telling you thing for you to answer because I wouldn't treat Dictor. I don't prepare to treat him with kids' glove tonight. So you have to respond. What I'm saying. He didn't have the decent courtesy to wait. Kid Mitchell had to finish the budget. He fly going St. Lucia. Fly going in Guyana. But let me finish now, man. Let me finish now. He fly going Guyana. He fly going St. Lucia. He fly going Morocco. When he come back, he should say what he get. He have a foreign minister. Why don't you use him? It appear now that he governing from the sky, from the air. I want you to respond.
Right. So, KB, you're making me laugh. Let me tell you why. I seldom laugh. Huh? While I have feelings, I'm saying that to say to you, brother, after Hurricane Beryl, we saw the injection of about what? Was it 10 containers? Or Junior, you might help me. How many containers came from Jordan, the kingdom of...
yeah, 12 of them, I think.
How many containers?
I think about 12, I believe.
Yeah, but I think he equates to about a couple $1 million, right?
Yeah.
10 or 5 or you know, a couple millions of aid because of a relationship forged and the travels that my good friend talked about that the most honorable Deacon Mitchell did. We saw Dangote, the sole billionaire in Africa, one of the richest men in the world. He gave about 1,000 kits amounting to some, you know, couple hundreds of thousands of dollars, cricket gears and so on. We got that. We appreciate that, right? Then we saw the most honorable Deacon Mitchell with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That you say, why did you bring him with you and bring him with you? Nothing wrong with that. Was able to go to UAE, negotiated successfully for 100 million US of concessionary loans. And mind you, they have not accessed or taken it as yet. So don't worry, don't prompt. The hospital coming, yeah, he coming, I know you know. He come in. So they take it their time. They will access it in time. I'm saying to you, Keith Mitchell used to travel to, nothing wrong with that. So
Not as much as him.
So
you know what I like about Peter when he was foreign affairs? He could come back and say, hey, we got 2 hotels for St. David's Vault. He could come back and say, hey, I get that, able to negotiate for that big, massive hotel in Livera. I love that. That is what I want to hear Honorable Deacon Mitchell say. But the point is that my problem with you, I asked him that question when he launched the campaign by Daigo. I asked him that question. I drill him for more than half an hour. And I said, Deacon Mitchell, tell me something. Who go be you? Who go be your messenger? You or Kim Jones? He said, no, I go be my own messenger. That last question I asked him. Now it appears you is his messenger. I want to hear it. He said these things. I want him to address this nation and don't attempt to cultivate a culture of ignore because we don't hear nothing from him. Is that he treating us with scant courtesy?
Yeah, but let me just conclude because I respect what you're saying. KB, you have a smartphone?
Not really.
You have a smartwatch?
No.
You have a smart TV?
Yes.
Okay, at least you have one. I was about to ask if your shower is smart. But I'm saying all of this to say to you, we're in 2025. You're existing in the past. The Grenadian people appreciate the fact that we do not have a prime minister or leader who is bacchanalish, confrontational, but also one who is very focused on the development of people. That is significant because historically, we had one who always in bacchanal with the union, bacchanal with the nurse, bacchanal with the teacher, bacchanal with everybody, just confrontational. I'm asking you, KB, who go really replace who? Who is the leader NNP? I don't know. Can you tell me? Who's the leader of NNP? Because you see Keith Mitchell.
Emlyn Pierre.
Emlyn Pierre?
Yeah, he's the leader. She's the leader.
Okay. If you, KB, because I know you're a guy with money, have $5 to give, because you want dividend, you want to return on your investment, you won't give Emlyn Pierre anything?
I don't know. You have some people who will invest in her based on what you need for them.
Will you invest
what
in
is
her?
in their interest?
Will you invest in her?
Some people I would not invest in her, but you have people will invest in her.
No, because you have sense. KB, you're a political. You know what you mean? I might give you a little cough, like a kick every now and then, you know. But you're politically astute.
Yeah, but the point is that you're behaving. Yeah, but that is
$10,000.
But listen, man. Who?
To get rid of a particular man?
Okay, hold on, guys.
Man, what is that? Why that talk about? Who offer me that money?
Keep on the same platform and say so.
Okay.
$10,000. Who give me $10,000?
No, you
where you get that from?
You claim a particular individual $10,000 to get rid of a person.
Oh, okay, hold on.
What kind of talk is that?
One second. Hold on.
What kind of talk is that? What kind of conversation is that? How you deviate to that level?
Hold on. 1 second. Let me take a call. I have a call on the line that's been holding for quite a bit. Caller, like we call it.
I step on your cons or what? Don't go to the gutter. Don't go to the gutter. Let's deal with the issues.
Okay, all right. Let me just deal with the call.
Don't get personal.
Hold on.
You get weak or what?
Let's do the call real quick. Hold on. Caller, you like where you calling us from?
Good night, Grenada.
Grenada, go right ahead.
Hello?
Yes, hi, caller, go right ahead.
I think you should use a little switch when KD and Kem and you have people on the line. Just call them up.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that, caller. I can't. Caller, make your substantive point and let's move on.
So tell them this, because I lose a lot of credit already.
Okay.
Good night, Kem. Nice to see you really playing that great role. KD is one not to be trusted. Peter David, I can't see what these guys see in Peter David. 3 terms Peter gets to manage the tongue of St. George. Twice under NDC, once under NNP. And he failed. He did nothing to uplift the tongue of St. George. Now, if he couldn't manage the tongue of St. George, one of the smallest constituencies in Grenada, could he manage the whole country? Kelly is a hypocrite. I just wonder sometimes how these guys and them, who does be on the front line, how they thinking. If Peter is a junior manager in a corporation, and one of the senior managers have to retire or resign or whatever, so they need to bring up somebody from the junior level to the upper level. And Peter been there for so long and did nothing to elevate that company. You think they're going to make Peter manager? No way. So I don't understand why these guys are talking about Peter. And Peter is not a popular person as them that talk about. No, he is not. Look at the 3 times he run and win the tongue of St. George. And then tell me how popular he is. He should be almost making a clean sweep if he's popular. You look at the present NDC now. Huh? What NDC had done in these 4 years coming up. NNP haven't done that in 23.5 years. And NNP was keeping Grenada poor and vulnerable. They failed to take the people out of that state and uplift them. He told that train, look at monthly in Grenada, the poor and the vulnerable. We know the kind of condition these things are in. And in this modern time, it takes this present government to uplift so much of these people. The pension and gratuity lessen the poor and vulnerable, because a lot of people who retire from government services was not getting a pension. And they did not get gratuity. They did not get a gratuity. So they remain poor. A lot of them die out seeing the pension and gratuity. So when KB and others talking this nonsense, it seems like they don't live in Grenada. He talking about on the ground. The people on the ground is getting it. Everybody wouldn't get everything or the same measure, but they are getting it. We must be honest with ourselves. Look, the young people, going to Town City and Yolo, look the amount of money that the government is spending on young people to be self-employed in how you call it, in agriculture, in that kind of science thing. I wish you could help me there. Where this guy is in charge of. They're trying to remind him,
Right along, manage that program. That man taking too long.
Yeah,
Managing, he taking too long. He's speaking too much. Manage that program.
Making noise for the longest while.
right.
Manage that program.
To Grenada, you doesn't add. You doesn't add to it. You does not support the present administration.
Manage that program right along, man.
Yes, I am. So, caller, just go ahead and make the point.
The man who finish it, he go take out the program for the whole night. What I want to say, caller, if you say Peter David,
Okay, let me finish. Caller, wrap it up and let us
wrap up that program, control that program, man.
Nobody hush them out. Hold on, don't tell no. I the only person that could tell people hush them out here.
Grenada is on the right track presently.
I the only person that could tell people hush them out. In fact, I can.
Okay, hold your horses. Next election, we go hear you crying again. Good night.
All right, caller. Thank you.
Whatever. I know I will step on some people's cons tonight, but I enjoying it. But how the caller could say Peter O popular? He win twice under NDC. He win twice under NNP. So everybody in St. George is strong, stupid or what? They put in somebody that will do anything for the tongue all the time. Twice for NNP, twice for NDC. He don't doing nothing for the tongue of St. George, and people still voting for him.
Well, with that question, let me just say this real quick, guys, because we haven't done a commercial break in a long time. But let me tell you guys, this program is brought to you with the kind compliments of Ride Go. Where is my Ride Go? There we go. Ride Go. Ride Go, guys. Let me tell you, Ride Go is a rideshare app. Now, if you're in Grenada or any part of the world and you want to get from someplace to someplace, point A to point B, you want to download Ride Go right now. Ride Go is a rideshare app. You guys probably know Uber. You probably know Lyft. This type of services, that's what RideGo is. It's a ride-share company. So download this in your phone right now. If you're going to the airport, you're going to the beach, anywhere you're going, download RideGo in the App Store right now. Just go into the App Store and search for RideGo. Over 150 drivers available. RideGo is the way to go. Download the app in your app from the App Store and request a car. They'll pick you up. They'll pick you up from your house, from anywhere you are. In fact, your mother, your sister, your brother. Download RideGo right now. This program is brought to you with kind compliments of RideGo. We'll be right back. Don't move.
There's a new way to move in Grenada. RideGo. RideGo is here. RideGo. Where do you want to go?
Again, guys, RideGo, download it in your app store. Back to the conversation. We have KB and we have Kev. KB, are you there? Okay, Kev. Yes, Kev. Before we went on the quick break.
Yeah, well, I expected KB to run, but nothing wrong with that. I expected KB to go and take a little water. Nice gentleman. Yeah, but I want to take up from where he left off. He made a statement regarding Peter David. And while I do not want to deviate to that kind of corner, Peter David in 2018, I think, won against Claudia Joseph, who is now the Honorable Claudia Joseph, Minister of Foreign Legal Affairs and something else, right? He won against her by 826 votes in the town of St. George. In 2022, the same Peter David ran against the Honorable Claudia Joseph, and won by 211 votes. But mind you, all the time Peter ran, he ran under either NDC, which is a main party, or the NNP, which is also a main party. Peter has never, ever ran, and KB has a little political sense. He knows that if Peter, well, I understand he wants to run somewhere in St. Andrew as alleged, but if Peter decides to run in the town of St. George, again, KB knows that he's going to be badly beaten because Peter does not have the personal support and vote to carry him over the line. Because NNP going to vote for NNP, and NDC, who has a damn lot of votes, going to vote for NDC. And Peter is nobody politically. He will never be able to get the kind of votes that are going to take him over the line. So you back in a horse that you already see, 3 legs broken. Follow the phone. I realize you have a call, Junior.
Yeah, I do. I didn't want to cut you though, but thanks for yielding to the caller because they're calling from a long distance. I appreciate that, Kim. Caller, you live? Caller, you live? Go right ahead. Caller, you live? Are you hearing me? Hold on 1 second, caller. Let me route your audio properly. 1 second. Caller, you live? Go right ahead.
Yes, I'm just want to tell you right along on Kim Jones that the man is power hungry. He'll do anything to destroy the government because he wants to get back there. That's it. All right?
Okay. Okay. All right, caller.
That's New York. That's New York.
New York caller. Okay.
Right.
A little easy.
SKB.
A little easy tonight. A little easy tonight.
Kevin, what I understand about you, all these NDC people, all you want people to say only good thing about NDC, but not so the whole is. Not so the thing is. If people see you doing the wrong thing or they perceive you doing anything wrong, they go call you out.
Tell me 5. Tell me 5 wrong things you believe that NDC did.
I'll start with number 1. Corruption.
Example.
Let me give you this. Andy being accused of corruption, left, right, and center.
Accusation is not fact.
Listen, man, let me finish now. He being accused. Nobody will charge him. He being accused. And the NDC don't even address it. 2, they've been accused for using the Grenada Development Bank as a shopping center for the party hawks. 3, they've been accused of having a lot of corruption in Lato. You know what happened for the Christmas? The manager in Lato give all the NDC parliamentarian hamper to give out. They don't give the opposition 1 bag. Like it's only NDC that gambling in Lato. I would not like to see they carry that over to 2026 as what my friends see. You understand?
But
3.
You talking about
But I'm giving you, I'll tell you some of the wrong things they're hearing. Right? Some of the things they've been accused of.
Always
You understand?
Accused. I want a fact. There must be fallible proof. Because it's easy for anybody. Somebody will accuse me. No, KB.
What?
Somebody will tell you Kim Jones is this and Kim. You did facts.
This thing in the public domain and nobody's addressing it. Even the Prime Minister are addressing it because you all want to cultivate a culture of ignore.
He's not Keith Mitchell.
Listen, man. You have another thing that one. You have security contracts. You give only the NDC security contracts. All these contractors is NDC. I wouldn't like to see us carry that over to the next year. I wouldn't mind if the NDC take, all right, I'm in government, let me take 25% and let me take 75% and 25% go to the opposition. But you're taking all, you're giving hampers, you're taking all, you don't give the opposition nothing.
So
That is terrible mistake, and you cannot tell me. And you see, let me tell you what I'm upset about.
KB,
Let me tell you what I'm upset.
the opposition, so that they're raising funds, a frying chicken, they're doing
No man, you see what happened? You can't reason so. You can't reason so. All of us paying taxes. All of us paying tax. You cannot feed one set of people, Kem Jones, and you cannot use the narrative. Skip me tell you so that too.
Used to encourage the NNP to make sure that they take care of their people.
But it's not so. You have to take care of everybody. You can't take care, or you can't feed only NDC, Kem Jones. You can't give them all the contract. You can't give them all the hampers.
You should tell NNP to take care of all their people.
But you see what happened? You cannot use that benchmark. You cannot use this stupidness Skip Mitchell do as you bar.
So
you cannot do it. And this is the most ram-goat short statement I hear from people. Skip Mitchell used to do it, so we have to do it too. Kem Jones, this is the most unreasonable, childish ram-goat statement. Skip Mitchell used to do it, so we have to do it too. Why you have to do the wrong thing Skip Mitchell do?
KB, you change?
If I change, what do you mean I change?
Okay.
All of us have to change it sometime in our life.
Okay, so you're
we can if you used to support something, right? I wouldn't say well I agree with it, I never support it, but it happened under the government I used to support, right? It's not something I like. But the time is that I'll speak about it privately, right? Sometimes I don't like it. You understand? But now it's happening. And that was saying Deacon Mitchell, the youthful population, see him as someone that will be different to Kit Mitchell, not to behave the same way Kit Mitchell behaving, not for NDC to behave the same way Kit Mitchell behaving. If Kit Mitchell used to direct Lotto to feed only NNP, you're going and direct Lotto to feed only NDC. What is the difference?
Yeah,
that is my problem.
Right.
These are somebody's mistakes and somebody things I oppose. And I feel if there is security contract, take 75% because you have to look at 5 people. But the 25% Kem Jones,
right,
give the NNP something to it.
So KB, firstly, Junior, I want to make it abundantly clear that the Honorable Andy Williams, he has never been arrested, charged, or accused with evidence of any wrongdoing or any corruption. So I want to make that abundantly clear. I want to also say that Lotto continues to serve all the communities of Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martin. In fact, I can give you evidence and more evidence of that fact, where they continue to support sports, culture, and nation building. I want to say, as KB was making some baseless accusations and statements, that if you assess NNP of 23 years, and KB knows because KB got fat on the NNP. It's just that Andre Donald, for some strange reason, stopped getting all the ads and so on, and KB know why. I remember that.
I didn't used to get paid. I didn't used to get paid, Kem Jones.
No,
free.
You used to pay your Kem? I mean,
not 1 cent.
You didn't get paid?
But
not a bottle of water they used to give me. Don't worry.
I want to applaud KB for standing up to Andre. Because I don't know, Andre, that program still on KB?
He radio station still on?
He's still up? He's still on?
I don't know.
I believe so. I believe so.
But he gone more or less, in the dark. But here it is. I'm saying that to say to you, if I'm Kem Kennon Jones involved in this kind of politics, frontline, because I'm not involved in frontline politics, huh? KB, I'm not involved in frontline politics. But I'm saying to you, if I was, the opposition will not get the $10,000 constituency allowance. The increase that they gave them, they would not get it.
$5,000.
You talk about 25%, they would not even get a percentage. Because I'm about politics. I'm different. That's why I'm not in front line. I'm about taking care of these people and making sure that they're okay. That's me. And that would not change. But the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, watch. You could imagine Tobias Clement for many years been challenging Keith Claudius Mitchell for an increase. Just a mega increase. But you know, KB, you know, a mega increase in the salary given to the opposition leader and opposition MPs. But look who come and give it now. Look who come and give it. But here it is. If it was Kem Jones, I would increase the salary. No, don't fix your face like this. We seen you.
I'm listening, I don't please what you're saying, boy, listening.
The salaries of government ministers because they're working, they are doing stuff for people. But I would not give Kate Louise Peters or whatever they call her, the lipstick woman there, the one with the wig and said Mark, Emlyn Fitlin, and where's Stafford? And what's the next one? Yeah, one. We're missing one. What's the other one? KB, Kate, Emlyn.
Three of them.
Who's the next one? Clarice. Not 3, 4, man. We're missing one.
Well, keep Michelle McFoo.
Why are you talking about the man? They say he wasn't.
Well, the next woman is Delma Thomas. Delma Thomas gone. Are you take her?
That was 5. Oh God, the man got married. The lady man no. What you call the man name for?
You're jealous, the man.
Okay, hold on. We got a call on the line. Let me take that call. Hold on. Caller, your live. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from the US.
US, go right ahead.
Yes. Good night to you, Tim, and good night to KB and to yourself, Junior.
Yes.
And season's greetings to all of you and to your listeners. KB made a statement in regards to Lotto. How he did not know whether or not that only the MPs for NDC would have actually approached Lotto and asked Lotto for those hampers. How did he know that NNP MPs did not ask, so they did not get? The question is, you have to find out whether or not how they came about to receiving those hampers, and that you don't actually just make a sweeping generalized statement that only NDC MPs got. If they alone ask, then they alone would get. But if NNP MPs did not ask, then that means they didn't want, so they didn't get. So the question is, you have to know the facts before you can actually say what you're saying. Come with the facts and tell me that both MPs from NDC and both MPs from NNP asked Lotto, and they NNP MPs did not get. And then only I can say, well, yes, I agree with what you're saying, that they only gave to one set. But since you don't have the facts, but you only saw one set given out, you cannot say that only MPs from NDC receive from Lotto. So find the facts out if you want to make a statement. So don't take sweeping generalized statements from persons in the community that based on what they may have seen. Get the facts straight and then come and speak. And then only you can actually make those statements. Thank you very much and have a blessed night.
All right, Happy New Year, caller.
I want to respond.
Okay, go ahead.
Parliamentarian told me they asked the chairman a lot too. The chairman had to tell them to go to the minister. When they go to the minister tell them that is what NNP used to do. Give only NNP ministers hampers from Lotto. So they're doing the same thing too. So when I come on right along and I saying this thing, it's because I have the facts. I tell you, they asked the parliamentarian went to the chairman of Lotto and he tell them it's not me, it's the minister. So they went to the minister saying NNP used to do the same thing. They were saying that's what I'm upset about. Not because NNP used to do this wrong thing. NDC have to do the same thing. They have to raise the bar. And that is why the young people of this country go to Deacon Mitchell for you to make a difference, not to do the same thing as NNP. That is my point.
KB Peter,
I don't know how Kem Jones want to support this kind of ram goat decision and say, well, look, only NNP, only NDC people must eat. And if he get a chance, he only feed only NDC people. How you could take that position? Why? It's human being you're dealing with. You have people that can buy a ham for Christmas. You don't have the empathy for them.
KB, I stated categorically that if it was Kem Jones, but no, you actually made a claim there that I am taking a position of people. I stated my personal position.
Well, that is how they behaving. They behaving this. Your behavior. They behaving the same way.
Make a statement which says that I am taking people's position or a party's position. My personal. People know me. KB, my mouth as bad as yours.
Me?
No, I'm telling you, my mouth.
Use yours.
People don't guess me. If KB, no, I'm telling you, if I have to tell you something, I don't go behind no back. I'm not taking anybody's position. I tell you, if that's a personal pronoun. If me, a personal pronoun, Kendon Jones had a say in deciding who gets and who doesn't, I will give to my people. Because politics ultimately is not about you having morality. Because I find you start to sound like some kind of preacher in some kind of church. Or, no, that's reality. You sound like some big preacher, some full gospel preacher who believe in fairness and justice and that kind of stupidness. In your heyday, you never believe in that. All of a sudden, you become some kind of pastor. But if you, KB, Kennedy Bulldog, have resources to share, you would not share it with NNP. You will not share it with NNP.
Don't speak for me. Don't speak for me. You're not God.
You good, KB?
Don't speak for me. You're not God. You don't know.
Okay. All right. So, guys, we're past that time. But let's end on this note here. Let's look at projection for 2026, right? And election is constitutionally due in 2027. So the party essentially have one more real campaign year before general election per se. Let's look at some projection. KB, how do you see it unfolding for the next general election?
Well, as I said last time, right, there is a couple seats, the NDC sitting comfortably. I believe Andy Williams is comfortable. I feel the Prime Minister is comfortable. I feel Ron Redhead is comfortable, And I also believe that my friend in Karikou, I feel he's a hard worker, he's comfortable, right? But on the NNP side, I feel the NNP will still hold on to that seat. And there is a lot of doubt creeping up now in Clarice Modest area. The young people in that area, moving a lot towards the movement in that area. In Guave, I believe that we're going to win that seat in Guave. I don't feel Kieran could run to the seat, And no, and I tell you what is that getting from the NNP camp. Whether he's running, I feel Darbury will win that city if he run. In my opinion, based on what information I'm getting up. St. Patrick's West is always a toss-up. St. Patrick's East, I believe the movement will create a headache in St. Patrick's East. In St. Andrew's Northeast, I think the worst candidate NDC have is who running for them in St. Andrew's Northeast. I feel Pamela is doing extremely well for the movement in that constituency. And I believe Emmeline Pierre will still hold on to that seat in her constituency. I believe if Delma Thomas run, Delma will win that seat for the NDC. And in Yolan constituency,
That's
Yeah.
right?
Southeast.
Southeast. That is a toss-up. That is a toss-up. I feel is a seat anybody could win.
What does the first seat that was declared for the NDC?
I feel Deacon Mitchell go the first seat, go declare for the NDC. Deacon Mitchell seat. I feel.
So
But
based on your
What was the last seat to
looking
declare
at
the last election?
KB, in your assessment, you look at, you say about 6 for the NDC, right?
about
And
5 or 6, yeah.
about 5 or 6, and you say like about 3 for the movement.
About 3 to 4 the movement doing well. Well, you say right now we do is who doing well, doing well, right? It's not. This is not cast in concrete, right? It's doing who's doing well. You base your analysis who doing well now, you know.
Right.
And I believe Emily will still hold on to that seat. You understand? And I believe I don't feel Toes could win that seat again. He's my good friend. But although he win by the largest margin in St. Andrews, he win by over 400 votes. But not one NDC supporter I hear saying anything good about Toes in that constituency. Not one. So something have to be wrong in that seat, you know. And not even the little girl Amanda Japal, she too not doing too well in that seat. So it is kind of fluid, very unpredictable. You understand? But I do believe NDC in count, they still in front, but they are not invincible. They could get beaten based on the lack of political work and the casual behavior of those NDC and the arrogant behavior of the NDC. Because in Sotes, you have some NDC of that mad with the behavior of the NDC parliamentarian. One of them in the Hackathon just take off the private and pin everybody present in the tongue. Rabin and them on the block, those NDC, all of them bawl for murder. They upset because of the level of arrogance. They feel they could do anything and say anything and get away. And that is NDC problem. They start behaving invincible. They win already. You understand? So that casual behavior, that lack of accountability, where people even accused of being corrupt, the prime minister will say nothing. He flying 50-something times, he don't coming back and say nothing. The American asking him a question, he don't answer, he don't say yes, he don't say no. You understand? They accuse you for using GDB as a supermarket for your politician. You don't say nothing. They accuse some of you ministers for still having link for selling passport. You don't say nothing. How you could don't say nothing? Address us and tell us it's not true. Give us the facts. But you cannot cultivate a culture of ignore and feel we shouldn't talk about it. And anytime you talk about it, it's because you greedy, you want power, or you jealous them. You understand? You against them. You shouldn't criticize them because Keith Mitchell used to do that too. This is the kind of good behavior and attitude you're getting from some of them. Our duty is to point out the shortcomings and hope that we don't carry it over. You know, then to 2000. I agree with you. Those things we find out. Kevin point it out. I want to congratulate for the government and the police for keeping this country stable. I always say I congratulate the government for keeping Grenada is relatively a peaceful place. We didn't even have a murder for Christmas. Not a murder for Christmas. That is good. You compliment the government, you compliment the police, you understand? It's all of us responsibility to say when something is good, but when we find out something looking fishy, point it out. And you don't go on social media and curse KB because KB say, well, look, the man fly out 50 times. He don't bring back a box of matches.
KB.
Because I say that. You cursing me for that?
KB.
All right, so let's get Kim response on that. Kim,
Firstly, KB, if I have my way, I'll arrest you and I'll put you in the prison. But I don't have my way, so that's wrong with that. I don't know what I have my way. I don't have my way. Because you saw, no, I made that very, very important point. Because your song has do all what you say is true. But KB, I don't arrest you, I put you in no prison, that's not true. You convince me, you know?
Uh-huh.
No, for a moment you did.
I
But
tell
then-
you, I asked Deacon Mitchell if you're going to be his messenger. He tell me, no, Kerry. I go with my messenger. So you should not Kem Jones. But I listen to you. You speaking more than those NDC politicians. You more on the ball than those NDC politicians. You just beg them to work hard. You just beg them to put structure in place. But they don't study you because not in their DNA. They see everything is easy. They winning 50 next time. You just attack them, you just criticize them and ask them to do the political work. And they're just not doing it. Because they get everything on a silver platter. They don't have to work, they make $530 million there. So they have to work hard. What they have to work hard for when they just make money there?
Right. So, folks, I want to make it abundantly clear that the NDC administration, when they assume government, they only met $100 or $200 million, but nothing significant. So my boy Concord Stories is very good at that. But at the end of the day, I want to make a very substantive point. The point I want to make here is, at the end of it all, we have seen Keith Mitchell when he about to call an election. He removed 5-6 people. They win, they lose, but he put who he want. Grenadians historically vote for leaders. So all about that MP and this MP, and so far, those MPs, they have been doing an exceptional job. The Honorable Lennox Andrews, kudos.
Toes.
You're doing a damn good job. You hear me? The NDC is different from the NDC of the past. In fact, sometime earlier, today, I met 3 members of parliament. Where I met them? With people. Engaging ordinary people. Seeking to assist them. Seeking to better their living standards and conditions. So at the end of it all, brother, I know you cannot beat her. You want ND.
I don't beat her. I don't beat her.
NG. What's Peter Party?
I don't beat her.
Yeah, what's the acronym for Peter Party again?
When you know.
And GP or something like that.
The movement, man.
The movement is
Shut
not
it. If you cannot pronounce the party, just say the movement.
The movement.
That is not the party and launch. He launched something NCP, NDP. Anyways, I want to say this, Junior. My
You're predicted for next election.
It is always a pleasure seeing you.
Yes.
Pleasure being on the platform with you. And you have always been a very candid, free-spirited guy. You started off a bit kind of bitter because you thought I could have punched you under the belt, but nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you have always demonstrated that you're able to manage it. I want you to encourage Peter to do the same thing. Peter going to lose the tongue of St. George. The Honorable Claudia Joseph, once she's a candidate, going to beat him badly. Bad. And I believe she's going to be the candidate. I don't want to kind of preempt and say that is what will happen, but I believe she's going to be, and she's going to beat him bad, right? In fact, I want to bet KB next election.
I disagree with you.
Right, but I want to bet you against that particular seat that they're going to lose bigly, and Claudette, the Honorable Claudette, she's going to win big. And NDC going to end up with, that's my prediction, either 12 or 13 seats, and a new man in the Northwest going to be the opposition leader, and Emlyn going to be beaten badly. Let's see, coming to the end of this year.
Okay.
All right. So
I look for you in Telescope, man. I couldn't find you.
No, I saw you. You come to campaign, I saw you.
And you don't call me, man?
No, I call you out, but you're so busy, preoccupied with your NDC fellows.
Yes. I got a lot of NDC friends, boy.
Guys, just want to thank you for chatting with us, KB. Somebody said program up to 10 o'clock. People would listen forever, guys.
No, we can't go to 10.
We have to end it someplace. But let me just reach out to you guys and wish you guys a happy new year. 2026 may bring you all the joy and love and everything that you would that you requested, that you would like, that you would want. All the best in health as well, because without health, nothing else matters, right? Kem Jones, you as well.
Junior, with your continue, there are two things I cancel for you today, because it's TV,
What?
So I'll not say two things. The last one is kind of partly. I left a very important engagement earlier.
Oh.
The most honorable decommission was there, and others. The honorable, the former Minister of Energy, I think, Gregory Bowen, the former Minister of something trade and whatever, Oliver Joseph was there. It was a very important funeral.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I had to go to a wedding. I couldn't make it. So I told them I'm going to be at the engagement. So, I'm kind of behind, but because of KB, and because of you, Junior,
appreciate that.
This in 2025 because of you all.
I appreciate it, Kem. I
appreciate you.
I appreciate your time as well, guys. KB and Kem Jones, thank you so much. Happy New Year. All the best.
Yeah. Many happy returns, brother. All the
Thank
best.
you, KB. We're
Kem,
keeping touch.
all the best for you.
Yeah, man. Thanks again, guys. Guys, KB, Kem, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. Woo! Lord have his mercy. That was a conversation. Yeah. You see, that's why Ride Along will always remain numero uno. Because we always bring the conversation, right? And I'm calling on Peter. Peter David. Peter, come on. You've been promising to come and Ride Along for years. But somehow you don't want to touch the platform. So come on, Peter, let's have a conversation. I promise you, Peter, if you come on the platform, I promise you 1 million views by the end of the week. Yeah, I promise you 1 million views by the end of the week, Peter. All right? Come on the program, Peter, let's have a conversation. Guys, let me also tell you this. We are going to Africa. We are going to Ghana, right? From April 16 to the 26th, we are going to Ghana. And I want to take some of you guys with me. Now, we only have 25 people, right? 25 people we're going with. And we want to take you along as well. We had, first said I was going to take 15, but I was sold out pretty quickly. And then we had increased it again, but we had 25 and we have about 8 or 9 more spots remaining. So if you want to go Ghana, Touch Africa, if you want more information on that, you could go to touchafrica.com. That's touchafrica.com. You could check that out. We're going to Ghana, Africa. Yeah, man. That's April 26th to the 16th, right? April 26th. April 26th. Sorry, April 16th to the 26th. Africa. Touch Africa. Also, guys, don't forget, this is better than Uber. This app is better than Uber. Trust me. Download the RideGo app right now, guys. Download the RideGo app in the App Store right now. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And some of you guys, you come into the airport, Maurice Bishop International Airport, and you have to call your family from all the way Ohio, all the way from Ohio to come and pick all you up on the airport. But with this, from the minute time you touch down on Maurice Bishop International Airport, you just tap the app, book your ground transportation, and a taxi is going to be waiting for you outside. RideGo. Go into the App Store right now, guys, and download it. If you live in the United States, Canada, England, Yugoslavia, Russia, it don't matter where. All you have to do is download the app, and you have a family member, your mother. You still have your mother taking a bus? I mean, come on. You still have your mother. You still have your mother taking a bus? Nah. You got to tap the app and send a taxi for your mother. A personal driver for your mother. How you do your mother that? Somebody said yesterday, Junior, I heard you talking about this app. I heard you talking about RideGo. And it just went over my head. And yesterday, she had a flat tire in Granny Tang. She had a flat tire in Granny Tang. And then it came back to her and she tried to remember it, and boom, she remembered it. And then she called her ride go, and a taxi was there to pick her up. Imagine that, a flat tire in Granny Tang in the night. So download Ride Go, guys. Ride Go, RYDEGO. That's the app, Ride Go. We have 120 drivers all over. And some of you guys here for New Year's and you want to get around, just tap the app. Tap the app. If I could open it up for you guys, show you how easy, how simple it is. Simple it is. Ride Go. See if I could see. It's easy, easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Hey, Ansky Greens, big up yourself. Thank you so much, my friend. If you're in Canada, download the app. If you're in New York, download the app. It's all about Ride Go. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, 99999. What boy? Yeah, what boy? What boy? The sun is hot, the breeze is slow. I need a ride. Where do I go? Ride Go. Yeah, that's the name. Island roads will never feel the same. Tap the app, just one click. Hopping fast, it's real quick. Ride Go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride Go. The good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know. Ride Go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride Go. Let the good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know.
Where do you want to go?
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Looking for the ultimate island experience? Hop on the Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tour and explore Grenada like never before. Feel the tropical breeze, sip on authentic Caribbean rum punch, and cruise through Grenada's stunning scenery in our unique and fun tuk-tuks. It's the perfect blend of adventure and island flavor. Book your unforgettable tour now at ride.gd or call 473-422-1011. Don't just see Grenada, experience it with Ride Tuk Tuk Rum Punch Tours today.
Yeah. So don't forget, guys, I want you guys to download Ride Go. I see a few folks already downloaded the app. If you're here for the Christmas and the New Year, and you want to get around, if you're going party later, you know, things happening tomorrow and all through for the rest of the week, really. So you know what you got to do. Download the app, and anywhere you want to go, Ride Go. That's where it is. Simple as that. Someone asked if it's affordable. It's very affordable. It's very affordable, very accessible. Anywhere. Download the app, tap the app, get Ride Go on your phone right now. You're going to need it at some point in time. I'm telling you, you're going to need it. Your family member, don't let your mother take a bus and have to walk half of the way. You know what I mean? Some people in St. James and Grenville and Ladigue, my area up there, Ride Go is up there. If you in Saterres, Ride Go is there. If you're in St. Mark, Ride Go is there. If you're in the South, Grand Anse, Melville Street, Ride Go is there. Ride Go is everywhere. Download Ride Go, guys. That's the app that you need to have on your phone. Everyone should have this app. Everyone should have Ride Go. Yeah. Ride Go. Where do you want to go? Again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of our program. And we're winding down the end of the year, 2025. It's now the past. It's now last year in a couple of days, right? And we're going into a new year, a new opportunity, a new slate, right? You could write the whole slate. You could draw anything, make anything you want of next year. Just leave some of the negative energy, some of the things that is just not was not successful for you last year. Just leave it back in 2025. Go into 2026 with a mindset that you would achieve. You would make things happen. Stop looking at people and what they're doing and getting bad feelings, heart palpitation. You're getting vexed because people succeeded because they work hard. You too need to ride a clean slate. And probably by the end of the year, you'll see whatever you invest in, whether it's time, equity, financial, whatever it is, you will see it manifest. But don't jealous nobody. Leave that in 2025. Okay? Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Download Ride Go, guys. Everybody download Ride Go. Everybody download Ride Go. And we have a special. I think you have a special on Ride Go. Up until the 2nd, I think you have 10 or 15% off. So when you go anywhere you're going, you just look for the discount and you just get the discount right there. And it takes the 10% or 15% off instantly. All right. So try it out. Try it out, man. If you don't like Ride Go, if you try it and you don't like it, I'll think of something. But I guarantee you would love Ride Go. I guarantee you would love Ride Go. Yes, 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 and yes. Good night, everyone. Thanks to my guests, Kem and Kennedy Boudlal. Oh, I have to say this also for the folks in SGU. We have a special for SGU and TAMCC. If you go to SGU and TAMCC, we have a 20% off special for you, all right? Okay, and folks coming in at the airport, we have a special for you as well. Tap the app before you get on. Also got to big up JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue. The folks at the GTA doing such a great job. They, of course, JetBlue fly from JFK to Grenada every day. And there is a new flight with Delta also coming from Atlanta. And man, so much connection into Grenada. Big up to the GTA for the great work. My name is Junior George on behalf of all of our production crew here. Lois JJ is our senior executive producer, and she's the hardest working one on the team. We say thank you so much. And to her and her family, we say Happy New Year. Catch you guys again tomorrow. We have a program tomorrow, a live program tomorrow. All right? And if you guys see me riding my tuk-tuk, or just stop me or give all you a ride, I'll be on the road tomorrow. Tuk-tuk ride tomorrow. If you're getting married, you could also get a tuk-tuk for your wedding. So much stuff, so much things. You're going out to a bar. So much things. Hey, big up to Kendra. Good night, everybody. Catch you guys again tomorrow.